I wanted you to love yourself. I'm going to tell you a story. We never know who we're going to be when we come into the world. But for me, that's that's been who I've been. I wanted people to love themselves because I knew that if you could do that, you'd become successful, you'd have a wonderful life, and you'd make a great contribution to the world. How do you do that? And so sometimes things happen that you can't explain. I a couple of days ago, I knew that this would be a powerful full moon. It's a Scorpio full moon. I'm a double Scorpio. I always have to uncover things. I've been that way my entire life. I would put, I would always put others before me in so many situations. In businesses and all that, I would always put everyone first, left myself out. And when you do that, it's not really helpful. And so last night I was really uncomfortable because when we're being pushed by the full moon, you have to look at all the stuff you've left behind, you haven't done. And I owed people money, my brothers too. That was the best. That was the one that pushed me. I said, I got to figure this out. And then I went back to remembering I had figured it out. I had figured it out. I opened up a program in 2021 called 4 Weeks to Your Best Life. And I'm listening to those people who did that program. I'm listening to them the other night and I'm going, wait a minute, this worked. They're happy. And this one lady's talking about how her business improved and all that from doing this. But the introverted, reluctant, mystic person, me, I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about that because it didn't make sense. I couldn't explain it. I always want to be able to explain it. And so the weird thing that happened, I knew I wanted to give people some help, and I took all the Wilhelm messages on this date because I doesn't make sense, but I knew that they had given me information in this way that I could not explain. It was sequential. We evolve individually over time, and so does our civilization, our world. And turns out that what Wilhelm was giving me was information that was evolving over time. And so when you use it, you get better. And but I couldn't explain it to people. So what I did when I was putting the messages together, I was just trying to organize them, and I put them into Gemini to organize them. But they took something else. They said, we're going to do research. I said, okay, fine, do that. And they did the research, and then they showed why it worked. And it's on my site. Any advice for today? I just looked at it, and I want you to see it, and because it explained it. We as humans, we operate the same way, and um, it's in our consciousness, everybody, and we have different things that have happened to us. We've all been traumatized. We all have that. And so we've developed things over time about how to get better. How do we understand who we are? A lot of people might use religion or psychology or therapy or whatever, but all of them were using some force to understand who we are. And as I looked at this, I'm just going to, I want you to see it when you go to the site because I just want you to understand it. Um, and it was so surprising to me. And because it says, um, the collection of messages attributed to Wilhelm spanning these years offers a consistent and evolving spiritual philosophy. The philosophy centers on the cultivation of self-awareness, the recognition of inherent worth, and the conscious pursuit of personal development. These messages can be seen as guiding signposts directing the reader toward a life characterized by greater authenticity and fulfillment. And that's all anyone is ever looking for. And couldn't have told you that, or couldn't have told you why it worked. But when you read it, it's going through research, and it's telling you why it works. They said they searched 128 websites. So to tell you even further, I've been scared all my life. I had so many problems. I went through absolutely everything, and I never wanted to see people suffer. And I thought, I got this morning too. David and Goliath came to me. Um, you keep hearing things, and I said, "Is that real? Maybe that's me." All I know is that I wanted people to know who they are, and I wanted them to live great lives. Couldn't explain that. I know being an empath, and I called, and I was the reluctant mystic. I said that years ago because I couldn't talk about this. That was going to be a little bit too uncomfortable. But then I saw a world where people were not knowing who they were and being oppressed and all of those things. I said, okay, I've got to get over myself. And that's what I did. But then something else happened where I wasn't going to talk about this. Now I have an interview coming up. I'm going to put it out there um, later today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be with a whole bunch of people from all over the world, 160 people or something like that, where I'm relating the story. And these are all influencers, people who are working on, thought leaders. They're all kinds of folks. But so I'm going to talk about it there because I know that this happened. And I want people to know what they can achieve. So yesterday, I am talking to my associate Stan. We said, okay, we're going to bring back the thing that works. And so I opened up 4 weeks to Your Best Life again because it guides you to who you're supposed to be. I had to move through all kinds of trauma, all the things that were in me. And so I understand that and all my fears and insecure, everything. That's what you confront. That's what you confront when you're going through self-actualization, personal development, ascension, whatever however you think of it. And this does it. So the thing that I didn't talk about was the physical healing that I had, because I get embarrassed sometimes because I said, I don't want people to feel bad if they haven't done that. But I can't do that anymore because I know what's possible and I want people to know they don't have to stay in that place. I've gone through so many things and I don't want people to suffer. So that's what I'm doing now. We've opened that up and I'd love for you to look at it. I'll see how many people can come in because it's going to be presented now to so many people and I was hiding. Then on Wednesday, um, my episode that's on this summit is going to air. This is another summit. I did an interview talking about this. I didn't have, not in completely this, but a lot of it. And then Wednesday evening, another one. And I'll leave links because I'd love for you to watch them, to see them. That's going to be on Lee Carroll. He channels Cryon. So I'm doing that. That's going to come out on Wednesday as well. But I just want you to know that it is possible. And when you hear people say, oh, if I could do it, anybody can. Well, now I know that's true. So last night, I said, this couldn't have been happening. I take it a step further. And I'm like I'm searching online because I'm trying to find out, get the validation of this. And it started explaining it to me that this is science. This is this. There was alignment. We're energy. We're all of that. So in 2021, when I first was revealed that I had this information, there was one thing that came about which sounded totally ridiculous to me, and I doubted it. They said, if I were to meet someone, because we're talking about the energetic shifts that happen in our world, and they said, if I were to meet someone, I would have been given a message on their birthday that would tell them who they are, because every person has this energetic connection, their genetic code that they're meant to do something. And I thought, that's really silly. And then I didn't want to try it. And then I started doing it, and then it worked. It's because why would there be some people who don't have something? That never made sense to me. And that's what I believe. But I just had to tell you because I want you to love yourself and become happy, successful, and have everything you want. And there is a way for you to achieve that. Okay, check it out. I'll see you soon. And I'll leave the links and I'll promote because I want you to see the show too. This is a time for all of us to move forward and live a life that we're supposed to have. See you soon.